Hello, you're welcome once again. It's no longer a news that Canada has announced a new pilot program to support caregivers, and I know it's all over the place. But today I will be unleashing a particular secret to you so that you can position yourself to take advantage of this pilot program. So you want to stick around with me till the end of this video to know more about this tip that I'll be releasing. So please give me a like and let's go right there. So the first thing I'll be addressing is, why is Canada announcing a new pilot program while we had an existing one? The reason is because a lot of employers in Canada are abusing or they were abusing the initial pilot program for caregivers, because one of the prerequisites to qualify for permanent residency is a caregiver having 12 months Canadian work experience. That means you must have worked in Canada as a caregiver for 12 months for you to qualify for a permanent residency. But the government of Canada discovered that a lot of employers are denying their employees this recommendation, this work experience recommendation, so that they can apply for their permanent residency. They may decide not to, give them the required recommendation that they had worked for them for 12 months, and a lot of employees are stranded. And so Canada thought it well that they should improve on, the pilot program. That's why one of the reasons why they had to abolish the previous one and come up with a better pilot program, because this new one, you do not need a Canadian work experience and you qualify for permanent residency as soon as you arrive Canada. Doesn't that sound great? So what are the requirements? How can you position yourself for this great opportunity? Now let's look at the requirement. It is stated that caregivers from abroad are invaluable to Canadian families. So they need workers, they need caregivers from abroad. It is specified. This is the Canadian government website, and they are specifying that they need caregivers from abroad. So from wherever you're watching from, you are qualified. So now let's look at the qualification. So who are you taking care of? They know that caregivers from abroad are hardworking and they make a lot of difference in the lives of those that they care for, including children. You're going to care for children, seniors, and persons with disabilities. So it depends on you or on the job offer you are able to get. So as the home child care provider pilot and the home support worker pilot come to a close later this month. So this was the previous pilot program I was talking about that had some deficiency. So the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship now had to announce a new pilot program, caregiver pilot program. Now, this pilot program, like I stated, is yet to kickstart. But just subscribe to the channel, turn on your bell notification so that as soon as they kickstart it, I will notify you. Now, the new pilot program will provide home care worker with permanent residence on arrival in Canada. So as soon as you arrive Canada, you are going to be qualified for permanent residency. You don't need Canadian work experience like the previous pilot program, and so it's so easy for you to get your permanent residency done with. This new pathway means that caregiver can more easily find proper work with reliable employers and have clear, straightforward access to permanent residence status as soon as they arrive in Canada. So Canada is making it easier for you. So the demand for caregivers is so high that Canada, they are willing to offer you permanent residency as soon as you get an employer, as soon as you arrive Canada. You don't need to wait for a long time before you can apply for your permanent residency. They will give it to you on a platter of gold. Now let's look at the requirements. You need to attain a minimum of level 4 based on the Canadian language benchmark, which is the high health. And level 4 is so low that it's easy for you to get. Then you need to hold the equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma. You don't even need a BSc certificate or master's for this pathway, and you must have recent and relevant work experience. Mind you, this work experience is work experience from your home country, from wherever you were coming from. You no longer need a Canadian work experience like you needed it in the previous pathway. So this is one of the reasons why this pathway is more favorable to immigrants. So you do not need Canadian work experience, just the experience from your home country is perfectly okay. So you need to receive an offer for a full-time home care job. So you need a job offer for home care job. So this is where I'm going to drop that secret. There are no designated employers or government approved employers. Okay, are you listening to me? There are no designated employers like, okay, is this company, this group of employers that can recruit you, like we have in some other pilot program, you can only get job offer from this employer and all of that, the government approved, nothing like that. The juicy part of this that people are not talking to you about is that individuals can employ you, give you a job offer. Like if you have a friend, your friend can give you a job offer for you to come to Canada to work for him or her, if they can prove that, okay, you're coming over to take care of their child, or you are coming over to take care of their mom or their elderly, parents, or you're coming over to take care of their sick, family member, and they can prove it, to the government. In fact, it is more favorable for individuals to give you a job offer than an organization. So if you have, individuals can only meet with a recruitment agency and tell them, okay, I need a caregiver. And so the recruitment agency can help them, post the offer and get an individual to fill it in for them. But the government want individuals to request for caregiver. And so that's why I want you to take advantage of this. For those of you that have anyone in Canada, yes, you can still get this offer from a recruitment agency, or some of them can post the job on LinkedIn and job bank and all of that. They can still post it, but it is faster for you and quicker for you to get a direct employment if you have a friend or relative or anyone in Canada that can give you this job offer. What the Canadian government is just trying to ascertain is that they have enough income to cater for your salaries without having any problem. So once they are able to meet this income benchmark, they are qualified to recruit, even as individuals, they are qualified to recruit foreigners to, be their caregivers, take care of their wards or their sick parents. So if you don't have any connection in Canada or anybody that can bring you over for this route, don't worry. I'll just stick around with me on this channel. I'll be posting, opportunities from recruitment agency that have these openings. So just turn on your bell notification so that when I drop these opportunities, you will quickly take advantage of it. Because the last video I posted, some people were complaining that it wasn't going through because a lot of people bombarded the site and it was having some issues. So you want to turn on your bell notification so that you get updated as soon as I drop a new video. Thank you for watching.